Welcome back to Rebuild Rescue and welcome back to the rescue hangar. Today we're going to be working the 401. We got so many things that we got to get done to it, but first we got these old 401 parts and we're going to cut it up. We're going to turn into tags that you guys at home can have and keep with you forever. Whoa, Joe, what are you doing?
Oh, cutting the wings up.
No, Joe, give me that here. That's for you.
I like the bigger one.
Jeez, what am I going to do with him? Sometimes I can't believe we're actually restoring this old 401 that sat untouched for so many years. What started out as a crazy idea has transformed into one of the biggest dreams the team and I have ever had. We've come farther than most people, including ourselves, thought possible, but there's so much more that we need to get done yet. Well, it's definitely corroded inside. So if you guys look in here, this is why we didn't reuse this vertical stabilizer.
It's cool you can actually see, really see inside. I mean,
yeah, and
like
see how bad it
just
was.
that's bad.
Yeah, and these, I mean, we never would have got this cleaned up. That's why when we scoped it, we saw a little bit of it, and that's why we're cutting this thing up and so excited to, be able to get it and make some keychains out of it. It will be, it'll be really cool. Want to give it a shot?
Hey, how about we not put our finger right next to the wheel?
What, like that?
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine, man. I've been doing that my entire career.
I've been doing that my whole career. All right, so if you ever wanted to know what the vertical stabilizer of a 401 looks like inside, that's it. And so Joe's gonna hop over here on the rudder, cut this baby up. Try not to scratch the paint, right?
I try not to. No promises. So I just got done cutting this panel. I went to pull it out. I got quite a village. Got something for you. A whole habitat.
Wow.
It was smelling kind of funny while I was cutting.
4.0 beehive. Is there any honey in there? If any of you guys were wondering just how much bird stuff was piled up in the back of this thing and wondered why we didn't use it, right here it is. It was filled full all the way midway down, and we did try to clean it out. So like there's a huge chunk right there. Corrosion in there is absolutely terrible. All right, so we got the vertical stabilizer and the rudder all cut up and ready to go. We have some great pieces of metal to get some key tags made. So go on rebuildrescue.com and get in on the pre-order. Every order of a key tag is also gonna get your name over on the 401. So get on there, get in line. I don't know how many we're gonna be able to have made because, well, we have a limited amount of metal. We do have some of the wings to cut up yet, but there's not much metal that's gonna come from the wings. So make sure you guys get in line. I wanna see you guys get one. It's gonna be really cool. Oh, and all the proceeds from these key tags go towards the 401 Phoenix project. If we have any funds left over from rebuilding this bird, it's gonna go to flying missions. 100% of all those funds are gonna go towards the 401 and are gonna go towards rebuilding it and are gonna go towards doing missions. So get on board, get yourself a key tag, don't miss out.
All right, so I got 180 done and only 180 to go. So these are all the paint chips. We did a giveaway with them at Oshkosh. Everybody was pretty receptive about them, and there's a lot of people that requested, you know, to be able to purchase them, and, you know, mentioned how they'd love to have it as well. So getting them filled up, and we're gonna get them on the website for you guys. Alright, so here you go. My last couple hours have been spent filling probably 450 of these, and stickering what I had stickers for. So I am out of stickers, so we're going to get some more of the little round stickers that we're putting on the top, and I have a good portion of them done. There's just a little section right there on that corner that needs done yet. So once we get them stickers, I'll finalize those, and yeah, it's a lot of work. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into all this, and we did it for you guys, and that way y'all can have a part, if you'd like, of the original 401.
It's hot. A huge part of fixing anything starts with making sure all the parts are absolutely spotless. All these engine components have years of baked on grease, oil, dirt, and of course, bird poop. Lots and lots of bird poop. To get that done, first we have to clean everything up in our parts washer, and then take a trip over to the vapor home machine. We're pouring so many hours of blood, sweat, and tears into this project. It's going to be amazing when it's finished. so I got all these parts all cleaned up, and I have to tell you that vapor honing machine made short work of this. A lot of these parts are actually stainless steel, so once they get some heat on them, they're going to turn that goldish color again. But some of these aluminum parts, these are going to get painted again. I didn't blast these because they looked really shiny and clean after putting them through the parts washer. Yeah, so all these parts, we're going to put them up on the shelf. And a few of them will paint. Like, we're going to paint these and grease them up and get all these heim joints ready to go. But so yeah, so they're going to go up on the shelf and they'll be ready to go. It's been a few months since we've had time to show the TB20 some love. We're still waiting on a flaps malfunction issue to be resolved so we can finally take it on a real mission. But while sitting in our T-hangar, it seems like the TB20 had some unwanted visitors. All right, so when we were pulling the TB20 up here, we noticed a feather in the cowling here, and it smells like bird. So if you guys remember these yokes that came out of the 401, we sent them home with Shaggy because he does some powder coating at home, and I have to admit, these things look brand new. So we still have to get all the electronics put back in them, and I think we're gonna take them to MJ Aircraft Interiors with us really soon and get them at least partially wrapped in leather because, well, that looks really cool. So we're gonna also, in light of getting these back and kind of getting excited about having some newly powder coated / painted accessories, I'm gonna go inside the 401. I'm gonna check the shabs these mount to, make sure they're cleaned up, make sure they're painted, and I'm gonna look around the whole area and just see if there's anything else I could touch up right now, because I'm also gonna be in there and I'm gonna be doing the floor. We're gonna treat it, iodine it, zinc chromate it, so then the interior floor is completely done and part of the yoke system is gonna be done. So it's really just moving forward with the 401. It's just chipping away at things as we can do it, as parts come in, and as we have the time to do it. But it's really coming together. All right, we're back inside the Phoenix here, and we have a number of things we got to get cleaned up on this floor. This is pretty much the last part of what we need to do to finally get this interior completely cleaned up and ready to start going back together. So we have some cleaning. We're going to get this all cleaned out inside there. There's a little bit of grime there now that most of the cables are out of the way. We got some corrosion over here we got to get rid of, just light surface stuff. And then we have all kinds of gunk from the brake system back in here we got to get out. So we'll get that taken care of. We'll get the glue off of here. We're going to go ahead and get this whole thing treated, iodined, and zinc chromated. It'll look really good, and it'll hold up for longer than I'm going to be around anyway. So after that, we gotta start getting in here in the panel and start getting this all figured out. I don't know if any of you guys have, maybe post on the comments if you guys have ever worked on a panel that looks something like this, because I'm a little worried about it. But Greg and a couple other folks around here said they'll be able to help with it, and that it'll be no problem. So looking forward to getting this spaghetti mess all cleaned up and looking good again, and I can't wait to see the custom panel that goes in here. We've come so far, but we got so far to go. All right, so we got this left side of the floor done. A little bit of scrubbing and some acid bath and some lacquer. And I gotta tell you, like, it looks new. It really does, it looks new. So we'll go ahead, we'll get over on this side, get this side done, and keep moving forward. All right, so we got the floor completely prepped and it looks really, really good. All the corrosion's gone, so we're gonna go ahead, get some iodine on here, see if we can't finish this thing up. All right, so the whole floor is prepped. There's not much that we have to tape off because, well, zinc chromate, getting it on anything around here would be good. We are going to touch up all this black stuff once we see what we're going to get as far as interior and where stuff's going to lay. So all of this stuff here is going to get all repainted, all these side pieces, both sides, the whole pedal assembly. So we're going to go ahead and just zinc chromate the heck out of all this stuff so it's protected for years to come. All right, so we got the floor all zinc chromated. It looks really good. And I mean, I gotta tell you, this airplane's starting to look like a whole different airplane. When you get in here and you see the zinc chromate, you see that pretty much everything is clean. We gotta get up on this panel yet. Actually getting more and more excited about it because it's really the only thing when you look at the airplane that's, well, it's kind of questionable. You look at it and you're like, there's no way that we're gonna come back from what this is. But you know, the more I've been studying on it and the more I've been talking to people, it won't be a big deal. We'll get this all straightened out. I think we can get this panel done in about a month, at least VFR, visual flight rules, you know, enough so we can fly it to an avionics shop and have all the like heavy lifting done with the avionics. Because I mean, you know, let's face it, avionics, I think engine work and avionics are too well, and fuel work. Okay, all airplanes are really important, but the avionics are huge. And I mean, it's got a lot of advanced wiring and stuff like that. So, but I'm really feeling good about it. And man, I gotta tell you guys, I wish you guys were here and could see this and just see the difference. I can't wait till you guys can see the 401. I know so many of you have been following along. I know this has been like such a long project, and it really means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the team that you guys just keep tuning in and you guys are pulling for us. It just means so much. It makes a difference. The days that are like really tough, and you know, right now it's 4:30 in the morning. So regardless of what I have going on in my life, different appointments or the team, we still got to get in here and we still got to get this stuff done, you know, and you guys are why we do it. So I can't wait to see what this airplane will do. I can't wait for it to do its first mission and start making a difference in people's lives. I give up. I can't even think of what I want to say. I hate when I can't think of what I want to say. Let me do that whole thing over again. Let me try that all again. All over again. Why am I rambling on? Let me try it all over again. I thought that was pretty good for a while there. Let me try that all over again. Try that again. Why can't I talk today? Let me try it one more time.